follows the lives of some of the world's most influential philanthropists. Today, we will meet one of them. He is George Soros. George Soros is a wealthy philanthropist and one of the most divisive people in politics and finance. While many people know him as a successful investor and generous supporter to many social causes, there is much more to this enigmatic figure than meets the eye. In this video, we will discuss some interesting facts about George Soros that you may not have known before. So join us for an insightful discussion about the untold story of George Soros and discover the many sides of this fascinating billionaire philanthropist. Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to the Life of Luxury. Savor the flavor of exploring wealth, where we post videos about life and luxury. Join us on an exciting video as we explore the wonderful lives of the elite. We are absolutely thrilled to share our knowledge with you. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that we can continue to post videos on this channel. And don't forget to leave a comment and we'll make sure to engage and start some interesting discussions with you. George was born on August 12, 1930, in Budapest, Hungary, to a non-observant Jewish family. He immigrated to London in 1947 after escaping the Nazi takeover of his homeland and earning a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science in Philosophy. He acquired a position as a merchant banker, and that was the beginning of his great success. In 1970, he established the Soros Fund Management Hedge Fund and began to build his fortune through winning investments based on his market understanding and perhaps unethical business techniques. He is a divisive character because of the power he wields as a result of his $25 billion net wealth. He is without a doubt one of the most successful businessmen of our time. Now that we have covered his background, let us delve into the 15 things you didn't know about George Soros. Number 1. He made nearly $1 billion in a single day. The United Kingdom had an economic crisis in 1992, when it was obliged to remove the pound sterling from the European exchange rate mechanism due to inability to hold the pound above a certain lower level. He was dubbed the man who broke the Bank of England because he was able to achieve a profit of over £1 billion on Black Wednesday in the UK, despite the UK economy suffering a loss of £3.4 billion. Number 2. He adopted a new identity. When the Nazis invaded his Hungarian homeland in March 1944, Soros was just 13 years old. In order to survive, he pretended to be the Christian godson of Hungary's Minister of Agriculture, who secretly had a Jewish wife in hiding. His family bought documents claiming to be Christian and hid them in plain sight. George went by the name Sandor Keith at this time. Number 3. He married for the third time at the age of 83. Soros was married to his first wife, Anneliese Wittschok, for 23 years till they broke up in 1983. Then he married Susan Weber, who was 25 years younger than him, the same year as his first divorce. They divorced in 2005, and he has 3 children from his first marriage and 2 from his second. He married Tamiko Bolton in 2013 when he was 83 years old and she was 42. The pair is still together today. Number 4. He was sued after his son's black Labrador dog bit someone. His son, Brian McKeon, paid a $250 fine for violating a local dog ordinance, and George had to agree to keep the dog named Naomi indoors, penned up, or on a leash. That lawsuit was unsuccessful, but George is currently fighting a $10 billion lawsuit for allegedly meddling in Guinean politics to prevent a fellow billionaire from securing a lucrative iron ore mining contract. Before we go any further, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment below telling us what video references you'd like to see in future videos. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 5. He owns a stake in Manchester United, an English football club. In 2012, a comprehensive spot of 3.1 million Class A shares of the popular soccer team Manchester United, which is typically one of the biggest profitable football clubs. This gave him a 1.9% ownership share in the team. Now the team was valued at £2.86 billion, or nearly 3.5 billion US dollars, in 2007, making it the most valuable football club in the world. Soros was able to purchase his shares with a $6.5 million investment. He was also a member of a consortium that unsuccessfully attempted to purchase the Washington Nationals baseball team in 2005. Number 6. His true name is Georgie Schwartz. George's father opted to change the family's surname in 1936 as a precautionary move in Hungary's increasingly anti-Semitic environment. Soros was chosen by his father because it means designated successor and one who will soar. Number 7. He received the Order of Liberty. In 2015, George became the first American to be granted Ukraine's coveted Order of Liberty. The award is granted to people who progress socioeconomic and political reforms while developing democracy. Number 8. He became a US citizen in 1961. George became a naturalized American citizen in December 1961 after living and working in the United States for 5 years. He does, however, have dual citizenship in the United States and Hungary. Number 9. He spent more than $23 million to prevent George Bush from becoming president. Although George is well known for his political activity now, he generally avoided politics until the 2004 election. At the time, George stated that his top aim in life was to ensure that George Bush did not serve a second term in government. He describes the situation as life or death. He gave a total of $23,581,000 to 527 anti-Bush organizations. The gifts, however, looked to be in vain as George W. Bush defeated Democratic nominee John Kerry and began his second term in 2005. Number 10. According to Forbes, he is the 29th wealthiest person in the world as of 2017. Between 2016 and 2017, the number of billionaires increased by 13% from 1810 to 2043, a record-breaking increase. Bill Gates remains at the top of this list. So you may check our previous videos to learn more interesting facts about billionaires like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and more. Number 11. He was a key figure in the legalization of marijuana. George believes marijuana should be allowed since it is less addictive than other substances. Although he claims not to smoke, he appears to be genuinely concerned about the substance being legal. He contributed $400,000 to a successful ballot initiative in Massachusetts that decriminalized the possession of small amounts of marijuana. He also contributed $2.4 million to the cause in California, where recreational marijuana usage became legal in 2016. He has also supported similar campaigns in Alaska, Oregon, Colorado, Nevada, Maine, and Washington. Number 12. He paid $21.5 million for Jurassic Park author Michael Crichtons' estate. The purchase price included 63 acres of land and a home with 19 rooms. Soros already owned the nearby land, so he was simply broadening his sphere of influence. Number 13. He is a convicted felon. George was found guilty of insider trading by a French appeals court in 2001. In 1988, Soros was accused of buying and selling stock in a French bank. Now, he was convicted a few years later in June of 2006. Soros profited $3 million in the transaction and was fined 2.2 million euros after his conviction, which was equal to his gains at the time. Number 14. George Soros has millions of dollars invested in Netflix, Amazon.com shares, and Alpha Incorporated. As of 2017, Soros owns $32.8 million in Netflix shares. He holds 317,534 Netflix shares, which he estimated to be worth roughly $13 million in 2016. He also holds approximately $33 million in Amazon.com stock and about $10 million in Alpha Incorporated stock, which is Google's parent corporation. Last but not least, at number 15, after his death, he intends to donate practically all of his riches to charity. In his lifetime, Soros has donated over $11 billion to charity causes, and he has no intention of stopping after his death. He claims he intends to donate the vast bulk of his riches to charity. Now that you've learned some interesting facts about George Soros, what do you think of how he uses his money? Let us know in the comments. That's it for now. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, remember to subscribe to The Life of Luxury for more videos to help you explore the wonderful lives of the elite. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of our uploads. See you in our next video!